Today we're checking back in with Avalanche's Avax coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Avax go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into Avalanche's Avax coin chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Avax or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. And as we expected, we have continued to move in our downwards trending channel here. I'm on the 4-hourly chart. I'll just quickly jump to the daily chart. And as you can see, we have been moving, I suppose, more horizontally than anything else. Originally, we had in place basically a nice little flag pattern here, or a reverse flag pattern I should say, that reflected what we thought was going on. And it looked exactly like this. Now you can see we've had the stem of it here, I suppose. Then I'm just going to clean this up. There you go. You can see we dropped out of that upside down flag pattern right there on the 18th of May, fell out of it, and then moved down all the way here to our key point, which is our key support point at the bottom of our channel, and that was a value of $29.12. Right now we're currently sitting at a value of $28, and we've been moving more in a, I suppose, horizontal fashion. Now there's one thing I really want to point out, and I'm going to go back to the 4-hourly chart for this. So if I zoom out slightly, what you'll notice is it looks like we've got a decent horizontal support point now in place. You can see that this point here, which is a value of $27, is a major point of horizontal support. We've bounced off this now on numerous occasions. We've bounced off it over here, we've bounced off it here, and we've just bounced off it over here in the past 24 hours. So that is now holding up as a minor point of support for us, and I think it could prove to be the difference between, I suppose, us breaking down below and hitting, of course, our $21 point of support, or maintaining, I suppose, that traction sideways. What we can also see is a bit of a squeeze going on as well. We're seeing the squeeze occur like this. You can see the top end is starting to coil. So we're getting less volatile amounts of price action moving in this sort of a direction, smaller and smaller, and it's going to get to a point and it's either going to break up or it's going to break down. But that is at this point in time to be seen. Given the overall trend is at this point in time moving downwards and the overall market is down, more than likely the break downwards is going to occur. This $27 point of support is going to fail, and we're going to move down, of course, here to $21. Let's have a quick look at a few other indicators as well. I just want to have a look at the volume first and foremost. And the volume is showing us that, you know what, compared to this downtrend over here where we're moving solidly downwards, our volume has been a lot more significant. And let's just move back to the daily chart to have a better view of that. You can see volume is starting to pick up. And interestingly enough, it has prevented, I suppose, more of a downtrend occurring. What we're seeing is sideways price action at the moment, which is interesting because that basically seems to show that we're now getting a few more buys in the mix. Now, if we bring up the RSI, that should reflect that as well. And you can see it certainly does. We were in that oversold range. You can see here on the 12th of May, we hit a low on the RSI of 22.42. We've just gotten out of it and we're currently sitting now at 30.94. Whilst it isn't strong, it has shown a slight uptick. We are, of course, seeing though lower highs, which is not a positive sign. But what is happening? Are things turning around? Well, the MACD should reflect that. And you can see that we have had a cross. The 12-day EMA has surpassed the 26-day EMA. And that is, I suppose, the kicker for us moving in a bit more of an upwards direction at this point in time. In saying that though, we need more buying volume to come in if this is going to remain. You can see that 26-day EMA is catching up very quickly with our 12-day EMA there. And if we go to the hourly chart, for example, let's see what's going on there. You can see it's about to cross back downwards again, which supports our theory that we are going to see a breach now of that new point of support that was in place at $27, and we're going to move down in this sort of a manner and then hit the $21 mark. The only way this is not going to occur is basically if we start to see some momentum build in the overall crypto market. But at this point in time, it's really looking like our channel is going to remain consistent. We're not going to see a test of the top end of it. In fact, what we're going to see is a break downwards, continuing smack down the middle of this channel to our lower point of resistance, or support, sorry, at $21. So that is my price prediction, unfortunately, for Avax at this point in time, $21. And where will it go from there? Well, let's see. Not too much price action after that point. I mean, the next point of major price action I'd suggest is probably $18 briefly, but then straight down to sort of that $12 mark. Hopefully that is not what we see, but the possibility is certainly there, and that is the direction we are currently moving in. That wraps up today's analysis of Avalanche's Avax coin, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's analysis as well, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.